Welcome back. All eyes now switch to Nyeri County, where the funeral mass for the fallen President Mwai Kibaki will be held. Final preparations have been done to receive and finally lay to rest the late President Mwai Kibaki. Our senior political affairs reporter Murimi Mwangi is in Nyeri and now joins us live for an update. Good evening, Murimi. Is Nyeri ready?
Good evening, Ashley. Quite a cloudy evening here in Nyeri, in perfect resonance with the mood here. A mix of anxiety for Kenyans still awaiting that final respect to one of Kenya's, arguably one of the most illustrious sons of the Kenyan soil, former President, the late Mwai Kibaki. And in the same mix, the gallons of tears for Kenyans still mourning the departure of the man who, for many residents here that we speak to, would have wanted him to stay longer at the helm of the country's leadership. And with that mix of the mood here, begins the countdown to the final journey of the late President Mwai Kibaki's send-off that begins early tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. from the Lee Funeral Home, when his body is expected to depart en route to Nyeri via one of his key legacy projects, the Thika Superhighway, and the residents here keenly awaiting that arrival at the approved Othaya school, where the funeral service will be happening before the departure of that body to Kanyange village, where he will be laid to rest. Some sort of reunion of the late president with the former First Lady Lucy Kibaki, as the two graves will be side by side. Kibaki's on the right, and most of the residents here are waiting to pay their final respect in that send-off service, expected to also come with a full military pomp and color, including the iconic 19-gun salute, as the men of the uniform also pay their final respect to the man that was their commander-in-chief for a record 10 years. But for more details on that, here is a report prepared earlier today by my colleague Clement Masombo on the final preparations for that day tomorrow.
It is final touches here at Othaya approved school grounds, where the funeral ceremony will be held on Saturday before his burial at his Othaya home. All is set for tomorrow's event, from the well-arranged seats to these large display screens that will be used for live transmission of the proceedings. Apart from the roads and other projects that got facelift during the burial preparations, the Othaya Level 6 Hospital was also given a new name. The hospital will now be called Mwai Kibaki Hospital, from its previous name, Kenyatta National Hospital, Othaya Annex.
As you know, previously it was being called Kenyatta National Hospital, Othaya, but as an honor and to the departed, His Excellency, the third President of the Republic of Kenya.
This, according to the hospital management, was done to honor the former head of state who initiated the hospital during his term as a member of parliament.
The hospital and the government decided that we change the name of the hospital so that we honor the departed president who was actually the initiator of this hospital.
But even as organizers were busy finalizing on the burial preparations, both at the venue and at his home in Kanyange village, where his body will be laid to rest, there are mourners who had already turned up.
Nilitoka Nakuru jana, niliweza kufika hapa saa 2:30 na nilila station ya polisi. Nimekuja hapa kwa sababu ya upendo ya Kibaki. Uchumi wake ulikuwa mzuri, vitu zilikuwa rahisi, tulikuwa tunashiba. Maisha yalikuwa mazuri, alitoa shule ya bure, akatoa vitabu, maisha ilikuwa mzuri na alikuwa anapenda sana kusema hatutoki Kenya.
Dressed in Kenyan flag colors from head to toe, Jacqueline traveled from Joro in Nakuru County to Othaya in Nyeri County for this important ceremony. She says her love for the former president Mwai Kibaki is what pushed her to attend the burial.
Niliweza kukaa hivi nikakumbuka si vyema bendera ya Kenya iliweza kupea Baba Moi heshima yake ya mwisho, si vizuri niache president wetu Kibaki. Nikaweza kusema ni lazima ndafika Othaya.
The body of the former president Mwai Kibaki will be ferried by road from Nairobi to Nyeri County. The final preparations here at the Othaya approved school grounds have just been concluded ahead of tomorrow's burial ceremony. Clement Masombo, KTN News in Othaya, Nyeri County.
Just a reminder that we'll be covering that final journey.